here, bringing to you today a short, gentle yoga practice from the lake. Beautiful afternoon. You can use this any time of the day, but it will be gentle, so perhaps it'd be great to do before you're going to bed or any time you feel like you really need to relax, take a moment to yourself. So I'm just sitting on my mat with one foot in front of the other. If needed, you could pop a couple of blocks, or if you don't have blocks, books under your knees, if that helps, if you have any feeling of tightness and you're sitting like this, and then just want to allow those knees to drop down, so the blocks, they drop onto the blocks instead of the floor. Straps, for some things we may do. Pillow, some of you may like to sit on a pillow. If you're sitting on a pillow, sit towards the edge of your pillow, which helps to tilt your hips and your pelvis and your knees forwards, and then you can lift upright instead of feeling like you're struggling in this falling back motion. Or if you have to sit on a chair with your feet flat on the ground, and try not to lean back into the very back end of your chair, so knees slightly forwards in front of the front end of your chair. Nice firm chair is also helpful. Or just soles of the feet together, and you could hold on here to help yourself lift up a little more easily. So I will sit with one foot in front of the other, and find your seat by feeling like you're not pinching the skin underneath your bottom or your legs. Bring your palms up, and maybe your index finger and thumb, first finger and thumb together, and just close your eyes. And hopefully, if you've managed to find a quiet spot, you're able to hear these wonderful sounds of nature that I'm hearing at the lake. Just draw your focus to what is it you're hearing. Perhaps there's some sounds in your own room that you hear, but can you try to bring your focus to these sounds of nature that are here with us at the lake? Are you focusing on just one thing, or can you distinguish different sounds? Gently bringing your focus back now to yourself seated on your mat. See if you can bring the attention of your mind to your own breath. How are you breathing? Don't alter it, just observe the way you're breathing right now. And are there any sensations you feel in the nose or the throat, in your body, as you breathe in and out? And as you draw that focus inward, perhaps you just feel that urge to breathe without straining a little deeper. If you're beginning to find your back starting to round, just gently push downwards into the floor with your bottom and think about the crown of your head reaching to the sky. See if you can take a even deeper breath in, really filling up through the belly, expanding a little, then the ribs and the chest, all the way up into the top part of your lungs. Feel yourself lifting upwards. And let's exhale through the mouth, slowly out. Shoulders, neck, arms, belly softening at the bottom. And again, inhaling a little deeper without straining, through the nose. And when you're ready, exhale through the mouth. Once more. Really getting to the very bottom of your lungs. See if you can push that last little bit of air out. And then just notice if by breathing a little deeper, did you tense the body up? So as you relax your breath, just see if there's any areas of your body you need to release and let go of. And we'll turn the palms to the knees and gently open your eyes and just start to adjust to any kind of light that you may have in your room. I'm going to bring the legs up, take the legs out for a moment and circle those toes around. So let's separate the feet and use your hands behind you for support, or still on your chair. On your chair, just reach out the legs and circle your feet the other way. Maybe the knees bend a little as you do that. Flex and point the feet, maybe one at a time. Hold the feet flexed, see if you can just wiggle your toes. Stretch your toes, relax them, point them, and relax. Okay, so now, if you can remember which leg you had in front in that cross-legged position, or you can go back to soles of the feet together, remain on your chair here. For those of you that did have legs crossed, this side I immediately go to. It feels a little more comfortable. So if you've done that, go to the side that feels a little bit more unfamiliar. And just see if you can take a moment or two to settle into that side that you probably wouldn't normally go to if I said cross your legs. So perhaps you feel a tightness in your knees, your thighs. So we all have our things that we experience. And maybe some of you are just absolutely fine both ways. But I definitely feel a slight pull in my knee, which comes probably from my back because I have scoliosis, so my pelvis, my hip, but I'm not going to force it. This is where I may use my blocks. I'm just going to take a moment to circle the shoulders, so join me if you like. Circling shoulders, could be a small, it could be a big circle. Oh, it feels good though, and breathe as you circle your shoulders around. In through the nose, either out of the mouth or out through the nose, or the back of the throat. Other way, circling. Notice how that feels. You stretch across the shoulder blades. Breathing, don't hold your breaths. And then I always like to do one back because it feels good when my arms are back. And take your arms to the sides, and we're going to turn the palm down over here on this side and reach the other arm all the way over. And if that just doesn't want to happen, bring the arm up from here and reach a little higher. So how far can you stretch here? It's really up to you. And then we'll either inhale the arm all the way over and back to the side you were at a moment ago, or you could start here and reach. So I'm going to reach over and I'll gaze at that hand that's on the floor, and one more. And then hold and stretch, maybe a little rotation to the right and left, looking forwards again and coming up. And just see how that made you feel on your side, on your shoulder. So other side, one arm out, this arm either coming up or reaching out if you're able to do that. Again, you could do this on your chair, stretch, reach a little further. And we'll inhale the arm back up or down if you were coming from this direction, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. So if your breaths are a little shorter, you can always move before I do. Just about 3 or 4, maybe you did 5. I'll do one more. And I'm going to hold this time. I'm going to try and lengthen without straining or struggling. And I'm just going to add a little rotation, looking to that hand on the floor, just gazing forwards again. Peek up and forwards again. And coming back. And just move both shoulders. And just stretch those legs out again. Bring those legs forwards. So next, let's bring the soles of the feet together. And let's just stretch our necks and move our heads a little bit. So bring your chin down towards your throat. I'm holding on to my ankles here, which helps me to lift up a little more through my spine. So chin is down, and I'm very slightly going to rotate the head from one side to the other. I'm not forcing the chin to the throat, but it's down. Bring your head back to center, lift your head. Let's see if you can turn your head. Don't overdo it to begin with. Are your shoulders moving? I think mine are a little. You keep them reasonably still. And then just hold one way and maybe your head will turn a little further. Try the other side. Let's breathe in and see if that breath as you exhale a little longer helps you release any tightness, tension. And back to the middle. And then just tilt the head side to side. Feels good, hopefully. And then hold. Push your seat down into the floor. Try and sit nice and tall without feeling too rigid. And over to the other side. You're going to breathe in and over you go. Just hold. Okay, maybe that stretch down through here. You could maybe have one hand on your head and shoulder and add a little weight. Just don't tug too hard. And inhale and exhale out to come up. Good. Okay. Then we are going to come over onto our hands and knees. Do a little cat-cow stretch. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Now, if you're using your chair, you could stand and hold onto the back of your chair and just tilt your pelvis in the same way and roll your shoulders forwards. You'll just be standing on your feet. So, with that forward movement. Spreading my fingers nice and wide. Look back at your knees. Those of you on your knees, are your feet pointing backwards? Are they in line with your knees? Try not to flip your toes in too much or twist them out and do anything that hurts your ankles. Just see if you can tilt your pelvis a little. Pressing down into my hands. Finding that sort of comfy place for them. Not too far forwards or too far back past the shoulders. And then I'm going to feel some movement up in the upper back. And the head coming down and up a little without dumping the rib cage down too much or overarching in the back as I come up. Breathing. I like to inhale as I look up and exhale as I look down. And I'm going to add the two together. So I'm going to arch the back gently as I inhale up, pressing hands down to the ground. Exhale, bringing your tailbone, your head down, your navel to your spine. Spread those fingers wide. And just continue in your own time, breathing in, exhaling, rounding your back. Again, no straining going on here, just really moving into this as deeply or as gently as you wish to do. So remember, try to inhale on the way up, look forward, and exhale on the way down. And inhale through the nose, maybe out through the mouth, or if you prefer, through the nose or the back of the throat. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then go back over onto our bottoms. Our feet in front. And just do a butterfly flutter with the legs. No vigorous bouncing ever in yoga, but just it's called butterfly pose. So just flat, like a little butterfly. See how that feels. Okay. Let's take one leg out to the side. So now this leg to the side for you may be here. For some of you it may be further back if you're more flexible. But find a comfy position for it. And if you have your strap, take your strap and place it over the top of your foot or the arch of your foot. And if your leg doesn't straighten and you're falling back, or your leg's straight and you're falling back, bend your knee. Nothing wrong with bending the knee because it helps you sit up. So you're going to hold that strap, or if you don't have your strap handy, hold your leg. Those of you that can reach your foot or the outer edge of your foot, by all means. So I'm going to demonstrate holding the strap. Lifting upwards through the spine, extending through the leg. This leg, don't just think about, if you are deciding to push down, don't push straight down. Think about rolling the thigh back and down, or down and back, if you're going to put your hand here and just feel that extra stretch. It's a nice stretch in here. Again, block. Maybe you need the block. And we're going to take a grip of the strap if you're using it, or just the side of the leg or the foot, and lift up. So my seat's pushing down into the ground, and then move forwards. And maybe you don't move as forwards as easily, but just feel that shift forwards towards the leg. Look at your toes. Are they pointing up? Did you let them plop out to the side, or are you turning or twisting the foot? And just see how far forwards do you come. Drop your shoulders down. And then just back off a little, lift up again. Maybe some of your leg will just straighten. Inhale, exhale. I'm pulling a little bit because I do have this strap, which I feel it in my bicep muscles. I'm not vigorously pulling. And again, inhaling, lifting when you're ready, and exhale. Gaze to your foot, bring your chin down a little. Maybe your hands walk down further towards the foot, strap, shortening, and let's tuck the chin towards the throat and consciously round the back and lift your spine upwards and draw your navel in. Round your back, roll your shoulders down, your palms down, breathing out. Inhale, lift your head gently and sit back up. Release your strap and just take a moment to see how did that make you feel, and any sensations from the stretch. Hopefully you didn't pull something and that tingly feeling just dissolves. Maybe you're going to close your eyes. Enjoy that feeling of just it moving on out. And then let's go to the other side. Have the leg out, not too far. Maybe you want to put your block under your knee, or maybe you want to roll that leg down a little bit and back. So from here, the flesh is rolling back and down, not straight down. You want to open out in here and try and get the leg down. Sitting up, maybe you need your pillow for this side, or both sides. Take your strap, if you want, around your foot. Bend your knee a little if you can't sit up straight. And then reach towards that leg. See how far do you actually get without tugging or pulling too much. So from the side with this leg. Here. And from this angle. Here. Stretching forwards. Breathing, lengthening, and I'm going to take a slight lift up as I inhale, my bottom's moving down into the ground, and then exhale, moving forwards, belly, ribs, chest towards your foot, possibly chin can come down a little for some of you. Careful not to crank the back of your neck, and breathe in, and exhale out. Possibly your ribs need to turn a little towards this leg that's in front. One more breath, breathing in, feel that lift up. Use your arms if you want to. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Begin to round your back, rotate or roll your shoulders and hands down to the floor as you carefully pull away. And I could do this holding onto my leg, or those of you that can, your foot. And draw your navel into your spine, breathing out. Inhale to come up, lift your head, your chest, your ribs, your belly, sliding back. Again, just sit peacefully for a moment and just observe the sensations from that stretch over that leg. Maybe you're closing your eyes. And you feel those tingly sensations initially, but hopefully they dissolve. Go back to observing these wonderful sounds of nature. Breathe. Smile. And open your eyes again. Okay. So we are going to come back, I said it was short, to our seated cross-legged position. All the soles of the feet together. We're using our cushion or our chair. And we're going to close our practice just by sitting in our easy pose of choice. Close your eyes again, feeling or observing whether you feel like the skin's pinching under your bottom and you need to draw it out a little bit so that you don't feel uncomfortable and want to just fidget the whole way through these moments when we're trying to find some stillness. I have my index finger, my first finger and thumb together, back of a hand on the knee, and I'm using that sometimes as a way to bring my focus back if I start talking to myself about whatever it is that's been going on in my mind. And let's feel that little bit of pressure there. And then you can just keep your thumb and finger together, but you don't have to keep pressing. Just gentle touch. Lengthen up through your spine. Think of your knees moving down to the ground and your rib cage moving slightly forwards and up with the chest forwards and slightly lifted. Shoulders soft, face relaxed, and crown of the head reaching to the sky. Taking your focus back to the sounds that you're hearing. Hopefully you can hear some of these sounds around me. I hear the gentle breeze, crickets, birds. Gently breathe in and out. Take a slightly deeper breath in through the nose, filling up from the ground. Feel that rise up through your spine. And if your shoulders rose a little, let them soften down as you exhale out without collapsing in the spine. And do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or the mouth. Once more when you're ready. Relax your breath, your belly. Bring your palms together, bring your thumbs to your heart and sternum. And just closing our practice today by gently bowing to our hands, thanking ourselves, or if you like, stretching forwards, hands to floor, and having a wonderful rest of your day, a peaceful evening, or if you do this in the morning, peaceful day. Setting yourself up for a stress-free day, evening. Coming back up. Namaste. And that's that. Yoga at the lake. Thank you for joining me.